Hi, my name is Chris Black. This is a tutorial video for the Rules component in Viz Multichannel 2.8. Rules allows pages and actions to be inserted automatically into events within the playlist during its import or update. For each event and schedule, if any of the given rules matches against it, then respective secondary events defined in the rule are added under such event or the event itself is left unchanged. In order to use a rule, select Rules from the menu Actions. Here we have an improved version of the Rules component. As we can see, we have two panes here. Here we can create, delete, enable, disable, import and export rules. And this pane is used to work with a selected rule. Let's create some rules. To create a rule, click the New Rule icon. Give the rule a name. Now let's define some conditions for a rule. For example, if we want to apply rules to those events whose begin time is greater than or equals 10 a.m. and whose description starts with M. To create a condition, click the plus button, select Begin Time, and set operator to greater than or equal to. Define the value as 10. Now we will add another condition for events whose description must start with M. We have introduced a new operator named regex operator. It allows us to add regular expressions as a value. So let's define a regular expression to our condition as M. When these defined descriptions match any of the events, then here we will specify the action we want. Here we could choose nothing to act or choose to perform any specific page or action. For both page and action to be added under any primary event, we have to define its additional details. Here we select any page or action. Relative to allows us to set the time relative to the offset that a page or action will be scheduled. We have three options: start, end, and program duration. Start and end schedules the page action relative to the event's start or end time, respectively. To define the start or end offset, set offset here. And when positive is checked, it defines the positive offset or negative. And program duration schedules the page action relative to the event's duration. When we select program duration, it enables a slider where we can configure the position as according to our own needs. Reference allows page action to be added as referenced page action. Add Continue adds continue actions after the event added by the rules. When we check this option, it allows the offset time to be set for continue actions. Okay, so in our case, let's say we choose a page. Select any page and then define options according to your requirement. We can also define child rules within this rule. The child rule will act and condition with its parent's rule. To add a child rule, select the rule, right-click and select Add Child Rule. Define the name for the child rule as before. In addition to the previous rule, let's add a condition here that the event should have a duration equal to 2 hours. When this rule is matched, we will add an action, Cleanup Playlist, to the event. Now we've defined our rules, so let's import the schedule file. Since this event satisfies only the parent rule whose begin time is greater than 10 a.m. and whose description starts with M, only the page has been added. But for the event, My Princess, it satisfies both the parent and child rule, and hence both page and action have been added to this event. Now coming back to rules, we can add as many rules as we want. We can also rearrange this rule hierarchy by dragging and dropping within the list. The rules when created are enabled by default. If we do not want any rules to be in effect, we can simply disable them by select Enable or Disable Rules icon, and here we can disable Enable Rules. To reuse these rules later, we can export them by clicking on Export Rules, give them a file name and save it, and then we can re-import it back by clicking on the Import Rules icon, select the rules file, and then click OK. And this is how we work with rules. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.